Hello, Automation and Robotics students. It's Mr. Osborne. I'm going to walk you through this test bed assignment. So what we are trying to do in this assignment is create a platform on which we can test our programming skills. So this guy you see right here, this is our platform. We build this. It's got a Cortex, it's got 2 motors, it's got a switch, it's got a battery. We can build that and then we can program it. On your checklist, you're going to have 5 things that you need to make it do. So for instance, make both motors run forward at the same time, then stop. The next one is have one motor run forward while the other runs backward, and then stop. So just some basic and then up to a little more complicated programs that you are going to have to write using Robot C. So this guy right here. That's what we're going to use to write these programs. The test bed assignment on Canvas walks you through how to build it. I give you some info about the motors, battery straps, where to plug in your switch and your motors and your battery, that kind of thing. And then down here it says now let's program. So it wants us to open Robot C. And then if we look at it again, step 2, open a new file. I'm going to click new file. Step 3, click on the Robot tab. And what I want you to do in the Robot tab is switch it to natural language. So Robot, platform type, natural language. Make sure that's what it's on. Update the firmware. So this one you need to grab your USB cord. How you plug it in and how you turn on the battery is very important. So first you plug the USB into the Cortex, and then you turn on the Cortex, and then you put the USB into the computer, and then you select automatically update VEX Cortex, click OK, update happens, then finish by clicking OK. Step 6, motors and sensors setup. So what you need to do, what you are doing in this step, is you are telling the computer where you've plugged in your motors and sensors. When you build your robots in the final part of this class, you might not use 2 motors. You might only use 1 motor. Then, for instance, if you put it in port 1, you would say only motor. Then you would change the type to VEX 393. With the test bed, though, you are using 2 motors. So you can say right motor in port 1 and left motor in port 10. You might build a robot that has 4 motors, and then you would have right motor, left motor, drive motor, pulley motor, things like that. So we have 10 ports. We could technically have 10 different motors. What you're going to do is make sure you change these, because you have to tell it the type. So you have to give it a name. You can name it whatever you want, and it will work as long as you program it correctly. And then you have to tell it the type of motor. Click apply. Then you're going to come over here and you're going to tell it that you plugged in a bump switch. So you can call it a bump switch, you can call it a touch switch. It's kind of up to you. You can name it Kevin if you want. It'll still work as long as you do your programming correctly. So type of sensor is a touch, and click apply. Say OK. So it is ready to go. What you want to do right now is hit compile program. It's going to ask you where you want to save it. If you just click desktop and you hit save, then you will save yourself a lot of different clicking. I actually don't want you to save it and keep it. You just need to save it when you compile. It just needs a place to go. Every day you're going to be setting these programs up. So everyone in your group needs to get good at doing the motor and sensor setup, as well as making sure it's on natural language and those just general setup things, because I want everyone to be an expert at programming. So what we can do after that is begin to put in our code. So I will make a second video that shows me entering some of the different code options. We have start motor, we have until touch that we will be using, and then we also use wait times. So start motor, stop motor, wait time, and until touch are the only commands, and I'll show you how to drag and drop those, and I'll also show you how to create a while loop in the second video. So thanks for watching, and make sure you go to the next video to learn how to do the actual programming.